All right, let's begin the second part of our Bhagavad Gita session with a short prayer. Vakratunda Mahakaya Suryakoti Samaprabha Nirvignam Kuru Me Deva Sarvakaryeshu Sarvada Gurur Brahma Gurur Vishnuhu Gurur Devo Maheshwaraha Guru Sakshat Parabrahma Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha Saraswati Namastubhyam Varade Kamarupini Vidyarambham Karishyami Siddhir Me Sada Narayanam Namaskritya Naran Chaiva Narottamam Devim Saraswatim Vyasam Tato Jayamudirayet. All right. Now let's do a short recap of what we learned in our previous session. Before that, let me just see. All right. Okay, what did we see? The Mahabharata was, it has another name. I mentioned this last session. Can any of you give me the answer in the chat box? So we have two great epics, the Ramayana and the Mahabharata. And the Mahabharata has another name. Does any of you know? It's called the Book of Dash. Can you tell me in the chat box? Not the Book of Rules. Yes, Aditi, Ritvik, Krishna. I think the two of you got it right. Poshika also got it right. So it's called the Book of Dharma, right? So the Mahabharata was written down by sage Vyasa, and the Bhagavad Gita is a part of the Mahabharata. Like Amma was just mentioning, it has 18 chapters consisting of a total of 700 verses. And it is a dialogue, a conversation between Krishna and Arjuna, where Krishna seeks advice from Arjuna seeks advice from Krishna, and he gives him the needed lessons. All right. Now let's do a short recap of the first shloka that we saw last time. Karmanyevadhikaraste ma phaleshu kadachana ma karma phalaheturbhuhu ma te sangostva karmani. All right, what does this shloka tell us? It talks about the spirit of work or duty. All of us doing different roles in our lives have different duties to do, and we should always do duties with a certain attitude in mind. Firstly, we should focus more on the work itself, the action itself, rather than on the result. And secondly, we do a duty because we simply have to do it. Okay, and then what else did we see? We should do a duty without being too attached to the expectation. All of us will have an expectation about the results, but we shouldn't be too attached to it. And whatever be the outcome of the reaction that we are doing, we should accept it as a gift from God. And finally, we should not, just because we do not have control over the results, we should not be not doing the action. All right, now let's see. We also said that we have to perform a particular duty as an offering to Bhagavan himself. The duty itself is an offering to Bhagavan. Now what is this called in Sanskrit? This mind, when we cultivate our mind to do any duty as an offering to Bhagavan, then it is called Ishvara Arpana Buddhi. Our buddhi, which is now tuned to do any small duty also as an offering to Bhagavan, that is called Ishvara Arpana Buddhi. Ishvara, we know Lord, Arpana is an offering, Buddhi is our mind. Our mind is ready to treat any offering as a any duty as an offering to Bhagavan. This is called Ishvara Arpana Buddhi. Now, we also mentioned that we should also be able to accept any outcome as a gift from Bhagavan, right? Any outcome also, whether it is positive or negative, this we should be able to accept as a gift. And what did we call it? Prasadam, right? So when our mind is tuned to accept any outcome as a gift from Bhagavan, that is called Prasada Buddhi. Okay, Ishvara Arpana Buddhi, where we perform any duty as an offering to Bhagavan, and then Prasada Buddhi, where we are ready to accept any outcome also as a gift from Bhagavan. Now, we also saw we have no rights on the results of our action, whether they are positive or negative. We should keep calm and carry on. All right. Now, a recap of Shloka 2. This is the food prayer. We saw that, right? I also heard feedback that some of you have started telling the food prayers before every meal time. Very good. Keep up that practice. And those of you who've not started, please do start. It is time to respect the food we eat so that we get every benefit from it. All right. The food prayer, let me just chant it once. Brahmarpanam Brahmahavihi Brahmagnau Brahmanahutam Brahmaiva tena gantavyam Brahma karma samadhina. All right, so we saw that this prayer talks about the food yajna that we do several times in a day, right? In any yajna, which is a fire ritual, we'll have four elements: the performer or the act of performing the yajna, and the offering which is put into the yajna, and the fire itself, which is the yajna, and the ladle which is used to offer the ghee into the yajna. So similarly, in the practice of our eating food every day, we have all these four elements present in us present as well. In our body, there is the digestive fire, which is the same as the yajna fire. And then we are putting the food, which is the offering to the digestive fire. And then we use our hand to put that food, which is compared to the ladle, which is used to offer the ghee. And then there is me, who is doing the performing the act of eating, which is similar to a yajna. So, when our eating itself is an act of yajna to the digestive fire, it is so important to give it the respect that it deserves, right? So, we have four small rules on the slide, but we discussed many more, right? No devices also means no talking on the phone, no talking to other people at the table, right? No newspapers, no storybooks, no YouTube videos, nothing, right? Next one, eat with your hand. We also saw this. And then the next one is the half quarter quarter rule. All of you gave brilliant answers for this one as well. Half quarter quarter rule means that you have half of your stomach filled with solid foods, quarter of your stomach with liquid foods, and the other quarter left empty for the digestive action to take place, right? And then of course it's not possible for us to measure half quarter quarter when we are eating, but then with time you will understand. You have to notice the changes that your body undergoes when you eat, right? You have to keep watch on your body. It's not possible to measure strictly, but you will understand with time if you have this rule in mind. So one obvious observation is we should not be eating too full and then feeling too heavy after a meal, and we mentioned that as well. And then we spoke about sattvic foods and how sattvic foods are plant based foods. And even in plant based foods, there are some foods which are avoided and do not fall under the category of sattvic foods. Somebody had mentioned in the homework answers that ginger should be avoided, but no, ginger is a very, very sattvic food and helps build our immunity, especially in these times. So, ginger can be taken and it is a sattvic food. All right. And one other thing I wanted to mention is that any meal, any food that we give to our body should happen between sunrise and sunset. So the earlier you finish your dinner, the better. All right. If your parents are not following this, maybe you can try to tell them also, so that the entire family sits together for the dinner table early as you can. I think with time we have all started to have very late dinners, especially if we go out for food. Of course, that is not possible now, but early dinner is a very good habit. We eat between sunrise and sunset. And then this was the homework that we all gave you. Give examples of duties that you must do simply because they must be done. Brilliant answers there. With what attitude should one perform duty? Again, very nice answers. And give examples of sattvic foods. So Vishruta, Aditi, Vedant, Shrivalli, Skanda, Unnati, Anantram, Poshika, Suviti, Virat, Aditya, Khushi, Yuvan, Arjun, Ritvik, Krishna, Rahul, Srivatsa, all of you had sent in your answers and I read each of them and replied to each of you all. So it was all very good answers. Thank you so much. Now, today let's move on to few more new shlokas, okay? All right, Aditya drinks ginger tea every day. Excellent, Aditya. Ginger helps us when we get fever. All right, yes. Let me just expand the chat window a little bit so I can also keep up with that. All right. So now let's do shlokas 3 and 4 together because they are usually going together. You will see why right now. Okay. Now I'm going to chant the two shlokas together a couple of times and then we will call out for volunteers who will repeat each shloka after me. All right. Yada yada hi dharmasya ग्लानिर्भवति भारत अभ्युत्थानमधर्मस्य तदात्मानं सृजाम्यहम् यदा यदा हि धर्मस्य ग्लानिर्भवति भारत अभ्युत्थानमधर्मस्य तदात्मानं सृजाम्यहम् परित्राणाय साधूनां विनाशाय च दुष्कृतां धर्म संस्थापनार्थाय संभवामि युगे युगे परित्राणाय साधूनां विनाशाय च दुष्कृतां धर्म संस्थापनार्थाय Sambhavami yuge yuge. All right. So I'm sure some of you have heard this shloka, right? Yes, you've heard it in YouTube, Aditi. I think there used to be the Mahabharata serial, the older one, which used to have this as the title track itself. Both of these shlokas put together. All right. There are some of them wanting to volunteer already. Yes.
I think Divya first will start with Sahasra.
All right, Amma.
He has not volunteered so far at all. Sahasra, are you able to unmute? I think he is unmuted. Speak something, Sahasra.
Sahasra, can you hear us?
Yes.
All right, Sahasra. Can you also turn on your camera so we can see you?
Ma'am, my camera's on. 1 second.
All right. Yeah, now we see you, but not your face. We see your neck. Maybe we'll have to adjust the view. All right. Are you ready to repeat after me?
Yes, ma'am.
All right. Yada yada hi dharmasya
Yada yada hi dharmasya
ग्लानिर्भवति भारत
ग्लानिर्भवति भारत
अभ्युत्थानमधर्मस्य अभ्युत्थानमधर्मस्य
अभ्युत्थानमधर्मस्य
अभ्युत्थानमधर्मस्य
अभ्युत्थानमधर्मस्य
तदात्मानं सृजाम्यहम्
तदात्मानं Srijasmanya
Srijamyaham.
Srijanyanam
Srijamyaham.
Srijanyam.
All right. Do you want to do that again, Sahasra?
Yes, ma'am.
Yada yada hi dharmasya
Yada yada hi dharmasya
ग्लानिर्भवति भारत
ग्लानिर्भवति भारत
अभ्युत्थानमधर्मस्य
अभ्युत्थानमधर्मस्य
excellent तदात्मानं
तदात्मानं
सृजाम्यहम्.
सृजाम्यहम्.
Awesome. Thank you so much, Sahasra.
Thank you, ma'am.
Amma, can we have one more volunteer for the first shloka itself? Amma, are you there?
Sorry, yeah, there was an internet issue.
All right.
Yeah. Let me, shall I unmute Guru?
Yes, Amma.
Just 1 second. Find it first. Okay, Guru, please. Yeah, he's unmuted.
Yes, ma'am.
Guru, we can't see you though.
Yes, ma'am.
There he is.
I'm just starting my camera. Ma'am,
Yes.
now can you see me? Yes, ma'am.
Yes, now we see you. All right. Can you repeat the first shloka again after me?
Yes, ma'am.
यदा यदा हि धर्मस्य
यदा यदा हि धर्मस्य
ग्लानिर्भवति भारत Can you try that? ग्लानिर्भवति भारत
ग्लानिर्भवति भारत.
Okay,
Ma'am.
bad network, I think. Guru, can you try that again? ग्लानिर्भवति भारत
ग्लानिर्भवति भारत.
Excellent. अभ्युत्थानम् Guru?
अभ्युत्थानम्
अधर्मस्य
अधर्मस्य
तदात्मानं
तदात्मानं
सृजाम्यहम्.
सृजाम्यहम्.
All right. Thank you so much, Guru. Excellent job. Amma, can we have a volunteer for the next shloka?
Yes. How about Madhavi is there? One. I don't think so. So Adish, I'm unmuting you. Or Adish, whatever is the name. Yes.
Yes, ma'am.
What is your name?
Ma'am, my name is Adish.
Adish. Okay. Can you repeat after me the second shloka on the screen?
Yes, ma'am.
परित्राणाय साधूनां Adish, we can neither hear you nor see you.
Is my sound okay, Divya?
Yes, Amma.
Internet is at his end, maybe.
We probably lost him.
Okay. So we'll go to Pranvi then.
Pranvi, the naughty girl who always wants to share screen.
Pranvi, are you unmuted? She doesn't have a microphone or what? Pranvi, please unmute.
Hi, Pranvi. Can you unmute?
She's unmuted.
Can't hear her though.
Speak something, Pranvi. Okay. Oh, Pranvi, 1 second. You're muted again. Pranvi, can you unmute?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, now we hear you, Pranvi. Can you now repeat the shloka after me? Paritranaya sadhunam
Parityana yasaduna
vinashaya cha dushkritam
nashaya chadushtata
excellent dharma samsthapa
dharma samsthabha
narthaya
nartaya
sambhavami
sambhavami
yuge yuge.
yuge yuge.
Yes, Pranvi, let's do that again, okay?
Yes, ma'am.
Paritranaya sadhunam
Parityana sadhuna
vinashaya cha dushkritam
ya chadushtata
dharma samsthapanarthaya
samsthar vinapaya
sambhavami yuge yuge.
vana yuge yuge
Sambhavami yuge yuge.
vana yuge yuge.
All right, thank you, Pranvi. Ma, one more last volunteer for second shloka.
Yeah. So we have
And if
Srivatsa.
all right,
Srivatsa, are you there? Yes, he's unmuted now.
Srivatsa, can you say a hi so we can hear you?
He's logged out. Can't
Is
see.
Adish back?
Adish, let me see.
No, Amma, I don't see him.
Yeah. Rhythm, let us, Upadhyaya, Rhythm, we'll unmute you. Okay, Rhythm? Where are you? Yes, say something, Rhythm.
Rhythm, are you there?
There is actually an Arjun also, Arjun Nair. You can also repeat. Okay, Rhythm is unmuted, but we are not hearing anything. Okay, Adish is back. Okay, let me ask Adish. Adish, say something.
Yes, ma'am.
All right, Adish is back. Let's do the second shloka now, Adish.
Okay, ma'am.
Paritranaya sadhunam
Parit
Paritranaya sadhunam
parityanaya sadhuna
vinashaya cha dushkritam
vinashaya
cha dushkritam.
chadushrata
Correct. Dharma samsthapanarthaya
dharma
samsthap
samdapa
narthaya
nardaya
sambhavami
sambhavami
yuge yuge.
yuge yuge.
Okay, one more time. Okay, now I think you should be more familiar with it. Let's try one more time. Paritranaya sadhunam
Parityanayam sadhuna
vinashaya cha dushkritam
vinashaya
dushkritam
dushkrita
dharma samsthapanarthaya
dharma dharma samprata.
you can listen to me more than looking into what is written there. Dharma
Okay.
samsthapanarthaya.
Dharma samstrapa nardaya
Yes, sambhavami yuge yuge.
sambhavami yuge yuge.
Excellent, Adesh. Thank you so much.
Thank you, ma'am.
All right, now we had two each chant the shloka. They did so beautifully, didn't they? Now let's move on to the meaning of this. So let me read out here what is written and then I'll try to explain a word by word meaning of these two shlokas. Whenever there is a decline in righteousness and an increase in sinfulness, O Arjuna, at that time I manifest myself on earth. So this is what Krishna is telling Arjuna. And he also goes on to say, to protect the righteous, to destroy the wicked, and to re-establish the principles of dharma, I appear on the earth age after age. Okay. So this shloka starts off with the words yada yada, right? Yada yada means whenever. Every time this happens. Yada yada, whenever. Dharmasya glanihi bhavati. Dharma, when there is a downfall, glanihi means downfall. Dharmasya glanihi bhavati means whenever there is a downfall or decline of dharma, Bharata means, O Arjuna, Arjuna's name here is Bharata. There are so many names by which Arjuna is called by Krishna in the different verses, and Bharata appears often in the Bhagavad Gita. Abhyuthanam adharmasya. So adharmasya means of the opposite of dharma, right? Adharma is the opposite of dharma, and here it means sinfulness, right? Abhyuthanam adharmasya. So when there is a rise or increase in sinfulness, tad tadatmanam, tat plus atmanam. Whenever there is an downfall of righteousness and an increase in sinfulness, tadatmanam srijamyaham. At that time, I manifest myself. I appear on earth. So this is what the first shloka means. Second shloka is an extension where Krishna tells Arjuna, Paritranaya sadhunam. So sadhunam paritranaya means sadhu is dharmic people or those who follow dharma. Sadhus are those who follow dharma, so righteous people. So sadhunam paritranaya. So for the protection of the righteous people, dushkritam vinashaya. Dushkritam is the wicked people. So adharmic people, those who do not follow dharma, wicked people. So dushkritam vinashaya. So for the destruction, or for the destroyal of dushkritam, of the wicked people, and dharma samsthapanarthaya. And to dharma samsthapanarthaya means to re-establish dharma. Sambhavami yuge yuge. Sambhavami means again I appear on the earth. And yuge yuge means yuga after yuga, age after age. All right. So yada yada hi dharmasya glanihi bhavati. Whenever there is a downfall of dharma and abhyutanam adharmasya, an increase of adharma, tadatmanam srijamyaham. At that time I will manifest on earth. Paritranaya sadhunam, for the protection of sadhus, Vinashaya dushkritam, for the destroyal or destruction of the wicked people, and dharma samsthapanarthaya, to re-establish dharma, sambhavami, I appear, yuge yuge, yuga after yuga. It's quite simple, isn't it? The words are quite familiar by now, I think. So, what is dharma? We saw this right in the sessions from Rajeshwari ma'am. What is dharma? Dharma is righteousness or a code of proper conduct with respect to one's duty and nature. And we also saw it as our way of life. Sanatana Dharma is the way of life itself. So, how can we live a dharmic life? Rajeshwari ma'am also mentioned there are the three pillars of Dharma, right? Yajna, Dana, Tapas. So, whenever we do all these in a proper manner, in a dharmic manner, then we can live a dharmic life. And each action that we do either has a punya karma, punya palan, or a papa palan. So we should be careful about what we are accumulating. So whenever you do a good deed, a dharmic deed, then you accumulate some punya. And whenever you do an adharmic deed or a sinful deed, then you accumulate papa. All right. So there are elders around us. We respect them. We learn from them. We help them out in whatever little ways we can. So all these we are accumulating punya. And we also spoke about dhanam, right? Manushya dhanam, bhuta yajna, manushya yajna, and then dhanam as in ways of charity in which we can help people around us. So by doing all these dharmic deeds, we accumulate punya. On the other hand, if you're going to be telling lies, or if you're going to be hurting your friends or hurting your parents physically or verbally, you're hurting somebody, or if you're throwing stones at a dog on the road, or if you're plucking trees as and when you're walking across a plant, plucking the leaves, all these are papa. You might think that the tree is not harmed, but that is not true. So all these deeds are papa karmas. So you will accumulate papa from doing all such sinful deeds. So we should be very careful to accumulate only punya as we go along life, and we should be doing only those deeds, those dharmic deeds which give us a lot of punya in return. All right. And in this shloka, what is Krishna telling Arjuna? That he will descend on earth to destroy adharma and to protect dharma. And we have seen examples of this already, haven't we? Every avatar of Lord Mahavishnu, there was this primary purpose: to destroy adharma and to protect dharma. So that is why every incarnation happened. So he was there as Krishna to kill Kamsa and also to lead the Pandavas in the war against the Kauravas. And then he was also there as Rama to kill Ravana, and so on. Every avatara, this was the primary motive for God to descend on earth. So that is exactly what he is saying in this shloka as well, that he will appear every time and again, to destroy adharma and to protect dharma. Right? He says that he will take more avatars as and when needed in order to protect the sadhus, to destroy the wicked, and to re-establish dharma. Right? He said, he uses the word yuge yuge. He says, in every yuga I will appear again and again. Right? And he also uses the word yada yada. Right? So whenever there is a problem, whenever there is adharma, an increase in adharma and a decline in dharma, he says he will appear. So what is our duty now? To surrender in him, to trust these words that he has told Arjuna, and to believe that this will happen. And all that we need to do is surrender to him and do our duties in a dharmic manner and believe that God will take care of the rest. Right? That is the essence of this shloka. Now, these two shlokas. Now let's see one more shloka and then we will move on to a bhajan. All right? I will chant this shloka and then we will have one or two volunteers repeat it after me. Uddharedātmanātmānam nātmānamavasādayet ātmaiva hyātmano bandhuhu ātmaiva ripurātmanah. उद्धरेदात्मनात्मानं नात्मानमवसादयेत् आत्मैव ह्यात्मनो बन्धुः आत्मैव रिपुरात्मनः. All right, Amma, can we have volunteers to chant this?
Yes. How about Kabir? Yeah, unmute it.
Say louder. Okay.
Hi, Sunana and Kabir. So, Kabir, are you ready?
Yeah.
All right. Uddharedatmanatmanam.
Uttaredantam.
Okay, let me split it. Uddharedat
Uttaredat
manatmanam.
manatmanam.
Natmanam
Natmanam
avasadayet.
avasadet.
Natmanam avasadayet.
Namasada.
Natmanam avasadayet. Atmaiva
Atmaya
hyatmano
Yatmana
bandhuhu.
Bandhu
Atmaiva
Atmaya
Atmaiva
Atmaiva
Ripuratmanah.
Ripuratamaha
Ripuratmanah.
Ripuratamaha.
All right, let's do that again, Kabir. Uddharedatmanatmanam.
Uddhareta Atmanam Manam
Natmanam avasadayet.
Natmanam Avasadiyet
Atmaiva hyatmano bandhuhu.
Atvaya Hattu Manu Bandhu
Atmaiva ripuratmanah.
Atmaiva Atravatu
That's correct. Atmaiva is correct. Ripuratmanah.
Ripunamaha.
All right. Thank you so much, Kabir. It was great having you. One more volunteer.
Srivatsa was not available. Srivatsa, are you there now? Yes, Srivatsa, we could see you last time, but not here. Speak something. Srivatsa, can you hear us?
Yes, Amma.
All right. There we have him. Srivatsa, please repeat. Uddharedatmanatmanam.
Uttare
That's too long, Divya.
But we can't even hear him actually. Closer to the mic, Srivatsa.
Uddharet.
Uddhared atmanatmanam. All right. Uddhared
Uttamet
atmanatmanam.
Atmanatmanam
Excellent. Natmanam
Natmanam
avasadayet.
Avasadayet
Atmaiva
Atmaiva
hyatmano
Hyatmano
bandhuhu.
Bandhuhu
Atmaiva
Atmaiva
ripuratmanah.
Ripuratmanah.
Excuse me. Okay, let's try one more time with slightly longer phrases. I think you can do well. Uddharedatmanatmanam.
Uddhareratmanatmanam.
Excellent. Natmanam avasadayet.
Natmanam avasadayet.
Atmaiva hyatmano bandhuhu.
Atmaiva hyatmano bandhu.
Atmaiva ripuratmanah.
Atmaiva ripuratmanaha.
Superb. Excellent. Thank you, Srivatsa. All right. Now let's move on to the meaning of this verse. This one talks about the power of our own mind. Okay. It says, elevate yourself through the power of your mind and not degrade yourself. For the mind can be the friend and also the enemy of the self. So what does it say? It says, we all know, right? We've heard that mind is a monkey. It's always compared to a monkey, right? Because there is no focus. It's very easy to lose focus. It's very easy to be distracted. That is why we call the mind a monkey. And this shloka tells us that it is our own choice how to focus our mind for our own upliftment. Okay, we could use our mind wisely for our upliftment. That is what the first quarter says. Uddharedat manatmanam, right? Uddharet means elevate yourself with the help of your mind. Elevate yourself with the help of your mind. Natmanam avasadayet. So do not degrade yourself. It says elevate yourself, but at least do not degrade yourself, because that is what the mind is capable of. The mind is capable of both. Okay. And then the third quarter says Atmaiva Hyatmano Bandhuhu. It says the mind is our own friend. And Atmaiva Ripuhu Atmanaha. Ripuhu means enemy. Bandhuhu means friend. Ripuhu means enemy. So it says the mind is our own friend and the mind is also our own enemy. All right. So we could use our mind to elevate ourselves and not to degrade ourselves. And this is our own choice. With the power of our own intellect, we have to control our mind in order that it gives us the best benefits. So, for example, you have so many teachers teaching you so many different good things in life. There are teachers in school. Our own parents are also teachers. Our grandparents are also teachers. We could be learning from our neighbors. We could be learning from our friends. We could be learning simply from experiences, right? There need not be different teachers. There could be just experiences teaching us different lessons. So it is up to us. It is up to our own mind to take all these and to absorb all these learnings that we time and again go through in our lives every day. With every day we are going through so many different experiences and teachers in our life, and it is our own choice that we train our mind to look for these learnings and teachings from around us and then apply it and put it to practice. So it is up to us what we take, and that is what this shloka says. You have to use your mind wisely, and it can be your friend, it can be your enemy. Suppose you don't want to listen to your parents and elders, that is a choice, right? We learn so many things, but it is each one of us has our own mind. We either listen to them or we don't. So that is what this shloka says. Choose wisely and choose to put to practice and make you make your mind your friend. Make it be beneficial for you. Okay. All right. So that is the end of our session, and now bhajan time. Shall we do a bhajan?
Is Sanvi there? Sanvi?
Sanvi is there, yes. Some time ago I saw her leaving, but now she's there.
She's there. She is not unmuting. Sanvi?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, ready to do a bhajan with me, Sanvi?
Yes, ma'am.
All right. Bala Gopala,
Bala Gopala,
Bala Gopala,
Bala Gopala,
Pyare Murare,
Pyare Murare,
More Nand Lala,
More Nandalala.
All right, full line together. Bala Gopala, Bala Gopala, Pyare Murare More Nandalala.
Balagopala, Balagopala, Pyare Murari, More Nandalala.
Nandalala, Nandalala,
Nandalala.
Nandalala, More Nandalala.
Nandalala.
Nandalala, 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 More Nandalala.
Nandalala. Nandalala. Nandalala. More Nandalala.
All right, thank you so much. Amma, one more volunteer
Yeah.
for the last two lines.
I think Maitri has been asking us for a long time. One
But is it
older,
for Mahati or is it for Maitri?
Maitri, I think. I don't know. Both of them are in the same window. Let's find out. Okay, Maitri, one older volunteer today. Unmuted, yes. Who's going to sing?
Maitri.
All right. Krishna Govinda Govinda Gopala.
Govinda Govinda.
Krishna Govinda Govinda Gopala.
Govinda Gopala.
Krishna Govinda Govinda Gopala.
Govinda Gopala.
Krishna Govinda Govinda Gopala. Jaya Murali Manohara Nandalala. We can't hear you actually, Maitri.
Yes. Something wrong with your microphone, Maitri?
Can you try to say something again?
Can
Not really, actually. When you start off, there is voice, but then after that, it just becomes blank.
No.
No.
Nand
You're saying something, but we can't hear you.
Maybe come closer to the mic. Some loose connection.
no, there
Like we say, you can, when you start off, there is noise. I mean, there is voice, but then after that, not. No, no, Maitri. No, we can't hear you. Maybe we should choose somebody else, Amma.
Yeah. So who else? Sanvi, she just did it, right?
Yes.
How about Anish? Huh? Anish Sabnani.
Mm-hmm.
Anish, are you there? It's not unmuting. Maybe it's not there.
Amma, what about Anika Aite, who has the display name Avinash Aite?
Okay, yes, why not? Avinash, or is it Anika? I should type.
No, Avinash. Aite
I
Avinash.
think that, yeah, together. Okay, I say Avinash, unmute.
That's Anika. Are you there, Anika?
Yes, ma'am.
All right. Do you want to sing with me?
Yes.
All right. Krishna Govinda Govinda Gopala. Krishna Govinda Govinda Gopala. Jaya Murali Manohara Nandalala. All right. Thank you, Anika. I think we had the same problem with Anika as well. This is how we heard you also, Maitri. All right. Almost time up. So let me do the bhajan and all of you can sing in your own spaces and follow with me, okay? Bala Gopala, Bala Gopala, Pyare Murare More Nandalala. Bala Gopala, Bala Gopala, Pyare Murare More Nandalala. Nandalala, 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 More Nandalala. Nandalala, 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 More Nandalala. Krishna Govinda Govinda Gopala. Krishna Govinda Govinda Gopala. Krishna Govinda Govinda Gopala. Krishna Govinda Govinda Gopala. Jaya Murali Manohar Nandalala. Jaya Murali Manohar Nandalala. Bala Gopala, Bala Gopala, Pyare Murare More Nandalala. Bala Gopala, Bala Gopala, Pyare Murare More Nandalala. Nandalala, 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 More Nandalala. Oh Nandalala, 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 More Nandalala. Govinda Govinda Gopala. Krishna Govinda Govinda Gopala. Krishna Govinda Govinda Gopala. Krishna Govinda Govinda Gopala. Jaya Murali Manohar Nandalala. Jaya Murali Manohar Nandalala. Bala Gopala, Bala Gopala, Pyare Murare More Nandalala. All right. That was the end of our bhajan.
Prayers now? Oh,
Yes, Amma.
we're running late a little bit.
Yeah. So this slide gives you suggested reading. The Gita for Children is a book by an author called Rupa Pai. We will put down the link in the WhatsApp group. Of course, this I'm going to send you as PDF, so the link might not be clickable. So we'll put down the link for you in the group. And it's a Gita for Children. So if you're interested, then you can go through this book. It's available on Amazon as a Kindle book also. All right. Now we come to the closing prayers. Asato ma sadgamaya, tamaso ma jyotirgamaya, mrityorma amritam gamaya. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Om.
So we will stand up for Arati now. You can stop share, Divya, so that they can see it. Other
Yes,
people.
Amma.
Tameva mata chakita tameva tameva bandhasya sata tameva tameva vidya dravinam tameva tameva sarvam mama deva deva कायेन वाचा मनसेन्द्रियर्वा बुद्ध्यात्मना वा प्रकृति स्वभावात् करोमि यद्यत् सकलं परस्मै नारायणाय All of you can do aratis in your spaces and take the flame. And then, not to forget, offer the flowers at your altar and do a full namaskaras. We do namaskaras for the Ishvara Arpana Buddhi. And also, why we do arati is also clear. Is it not? Thank you, Divya. So, for the Gita session. Now we come to the end of day 8. And the homework